Thank you. This honor comes with much gratitude and many, many, many thank yous. It's a very humbling experience for me. Notre Dame has been a big part of my life, even though I have not been in Connecticut. I've been in Florida for my whole career, but it's been a big part of my life, and I've lived my life, I try to live my life as a Notre Dame man. When I first came to Notre Dame, I think it was 1974, Coach Tellier was our head coach. And there are three people that really influenced me while I was at Notre Dame: Coach Tellier, Coach Gersh, and Coach Marcucci. I remember Coach Tellier saying this one time, and basically tried to live my coaching life like this. He said, "Plan to be perfect. If you plan to be perfect, you're going to be pretty darn good." I used to tell my players, "Hey guys, we're not going to practice to be perfect. We're going to have perfect practice to be perfect." And we try to be perfect. We know we're not going to be. But if we try that and if we work towards that goal, we can be pretty darn good, and we have been, which I'm pretty proud of. The next person that I really want to thank was Coach Gersha. Coach Gersha, my first couple days at Notre Dame, I remember looking at him and seeing him as a role model. What he looked like, the way he held himself, the way he walked, the way he talked. He was truly a role model to me, just in the visual sense. But what I found out years later is how humble he was, and I think that he gained even more respect from me because of that. He was very humble, never talked about himself, never said anything about himself. I didn't find out till years later what a great athlete he really was in high school and in college. So, Coach, I want to thank you for being a role model to me. And the next person is Coach Marcucci. Coach Marcucci not only was a teacher, one of my coaches, my head baseball coach, he was a mentor, he was a role model, he was a father figure, and he became a friend. Coach, you've influenced my life more than anybody I know. I strive to be perfect because I want to be like you. I know nobody's perfect, but if we wake up every day and that's one of our goals, we always have motivation to succeed and do better things. Thank you for everything you've done for me when I was at Notre Dame and throughout my life, raising kids, coaching and teaching. You've influenced my life. There are a few other people I'd like to mention briefly. My midget football quarterback became my high school quarterback, and he was similar to Coach Marcucci in the way he approached things. I don't think I've ever heard a negative word come out of his mouth when we were in practice, pre-practice, in the game. He always looked at me and said, "Hey man, you can do it. You have this. You can do this." He never told me like, "Man, I don't know if we can win this." It was nothing but positive from him. And he always had that positive vibe going on. So Jimmy Masella, thank you very much for always being there for me and being like a big brother to me when I came to Notre Dame and being my protector, because you were. I really want to thank the class of '78. What a great class. I love you guys, my teammates. Really, without you, this wouldn't be possible. I know if I didn't go to Notre Dame, I wouldn't be sitting here. That's quite obvious. But I would be a totally different person. Notre Dame changed me. The expectations there raised my level of expectations for myself. And I just want to say thank you to my parents who sent me to Notre Dame. In 1978 I graduated and left Notre Dame, but Notre Dame never left me. To this day I still feel like a Notre Dame brother, and I want to thank you. I want to thank Notre Dame, the alumni committee, and all those responsible for this, and I appreciate your time. Good night.